welcome to another amazing episode of Stock Talk with your girl, Dr. E and David. Whether you are trying to figure out the stock market, trying to figure out what best knowledge is out there so you can make the best financial decisions in the market, you are absolutely inside the right place.
Yes, you are. Hey, everyone, we're back. And on today's episode, we're going to get some fresh insight on SoFi, where they're going, what's the latest numbers, why it matters.
Definitely. And also, please remember, we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice.
Nope.
All trades come with risk, and this is not recommendations to sell or to hold, okay?
This is just what we do as a team.
Exactly. So, SoFi, such an amazing company. We're going to go ahead and bring up the latest on them. All right. So in quarter two, as you can see, for 2025, they brought in a record number of 855 million, which is definitely record growth. Next, we have net income. It came in at $97 million, which shows that they're not just growing, but they are also becoming consistently profitable. The members grew to 850,000 new members just this quarter, reaching 11.7 million people, okay? And they also launched private market funds that let everyday investors get exposure to companies like OpenAI and SpaceX with a minimum low of $10, which is definitely a minimum. They're definitely trying to let everybody into the room. So when I say that SoFi is on their grind and really is pushing the market, they definitely are. And this is nothing but a great setup for what are they about to do next in the market. All right, you guys. So knowing that information, we're going to go ahead and break down that chart for you so you can know what to expect and what is coming up. Okay, definitely hit a all-time high of $29.63. I definitely thought they were going to go ahead and touch 30 on Friday.
I thought so too.
But looking at the chart, you could definitely see that they're on a good move. And we go ahead and break it down to the daily chart. You'll be able to see that it is the same thing. Normally when it's all-time highs, you definitely want to go ahead. Normally when it's all-time highs, you definitely want to go ahead and put on some indicators, because you really don't have much else to go off of other than it's going right now to the moon. So preferably for me, I like to go ahead and do my Bollinger Bands because they are usually 90%, 95% correct. And when you add on the Bollinger Bands, you know that it's most likely going to stay within the Bollinger Bands. And as you can see, for the moment, it is outside of the Bollinger Bands. And last time it was outside the Bollinger Bands, I don't want that. Sorry. Okay, last time it was outside the Bollinger Bands. Even right here on July the 29th, it actually flew right back down in. So it went up to 25.14 and it flew back down the next day, all the way to $20. So they fell $5 literally the next day. Okay. And then the same thing here, it was out of the Bollinger Bands and went to $20.90. It flew down at the lowest the next day at 1968. So you definitely wanted to take note that anytime you see this chart, or SoFi specifically outside of Bollinger Bands or any chart, then you definitely know that it's most likely going to go ahead and make a turnaround. On this day, on June the 30th, it flew up and went to 1883. The next following day, it went as low as 1739. So that day it flew down $1. But as you can see, it's definitely a pattern of, hey, every time we fly out, even here when it decided to fly out to 2632, the next 2 days, 3, 4, 5 days, it fell to 23.70. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Since Friday, they flew so far out of the Bollinger Bands. But common sense will tell you, and just history will tell you that, hey, within the next couple of days, they are going to come down and then drive itself back up.
Like I said, that's the good thing about the Bollinger Band. You know, it's always going to get back inside the Bollinger Band.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. There too, but it's going to get back in those Bollinger Bands.
Yeah, it has to. It definitely has to.
Right.
So, going from the daily chart, even if you broke it down to the 4 hour, which I absolutely love the 4 hour chart. It's outside of Bollinger Bands on the 4 hour chart. And then even if you break it down to the 15 minutes, on the 15-minute, it makes it seem as if it's trying to make a decision, but we all know that decision from looking at the farther out charts, which are more concrete, that it's definitely going to come back down and fall within the Bollinger Bands. So based on just what I see in general, it's going to hit this resistance. Wicks have power. Remember that, okay? Wicks definitely do have power. It's at least going to fall back down to 28.59. All right, you guys. First, and then if it makes it past this wick, and then it will continue down to here where it had like a lot of power. So to 27.44. But you definitely want to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Another reason why it will fall down to around 27.44 is because it has a lot of resistance right here. So it's going to have a hard time of passing this and passing this as well. All right. So so definitely please make sure you are careful. All-time highs are difficult to trade, but if you literally take it, just take it, one day at a time, 1 week at a time. Keep your eyes open on any type of signals that's saying, hey, it's not going that way anymore, or that it is going that way. Just definitely keep an open mind and don't throw all your money into one chart.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. Not at all. Sometimes even I like to do a trend line to help me analyze where it's going. So even if I went from here to here, hold on. To see if I can follow or find a trend. Even this trend, a good 3 touches kind of lets you know, hey, this is probably a good consistent. Now I like to do the top of the wicks. I know some people like to do the bodies. I'm not them people. I like the touches. So it touched this trend line. It touched it on March the 25th. And then the next time you can see it flew up and hit it on July 29th. And then even now, I would say on the 19th of September, it did not touch it yet. Technically, in order for it to touch it, technically for it to be able to touch this trend line, even if it comes in strong or opens up high tomorrow, it may come up high, hit the trend line, and then go ahead and go down to that area that we already talked about. Or it may start down here, and we already know the next high is going to be somewhere falling along this trend line. So if they do it on Monday the 22nd, then you know that's going to go up to $30.08. Or if they decide to prolong it until like Friday, then they'll go up to $30.72. But it's totally up to the chart. But based on this chart, technically I see since it's out of the Bollinger Band, it's going to come down for a couple of days and then go ahead and ride itself back up. Well, all right, you guys, thank you so much for clicking on. Hope you learned a lot about SoFi and what it has to offer, and what it could definitely offer you and your trading account. So please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you please are taking notes in regards to what you were doing at the stock market. Get a journal if you need one.
We have a journal.
Yes, definitely we have a journal. Go ahead and click, yes, exactly. Click the link at the bottom. And then also, if you want to trade with like-minded people like myself and David, please feel free to join our amazing community where you are able to trade with other like your generational freedom.
So in the chat, put down below how you like SoFi, what you thought about the breakdown of SoFi, and where you think it's going. Yeah. What do you see? And if you need us to break down somebody else, you give us suggestions, and we'll break down that chart for you.
Exactly. But until next time, we appreciate you guys clicking on. Bye.
Keep trading.
Hey you guys, we really hope you enjoyed that last episode.
And if you're really ready to keep transforming, go ahead and jump into that next lab episode. The one right here. Down here, the link right here.
It's probably over here.
Or there, or here. Link, click. Go ahead. You got it.